organism to grow and live reside in the nucleus of every cell. These instructions tell the cell what role it will play in your body. What do these instructions look like? Chromosomes, DNA helix. The instructions come in the form of a molecule called DNA. DNA encodes a detailed set of plants like a blueprint for building different parts of the cell. How can a molecule hold information? Do you know DNA stands for desoxyribonucleic acid, double helix. DNA molecule come in the form of a twisted ladder shape, signs called a double helix. The ladder ranks are built with the four-letter DNA alphabet: adenine, cytosine, thymine, guanine. These alphabet is joined together according to the special rules. A always pairs with T and C always pairs with G. How can only four letters tell the cell what to do? DNA stands for desoxyribonucleic acid, C with G and T with A, hydrogen bonds and bases. The DNA strand is made of letters like A, T, G, C, T, Z, G, guanine, A, adenine, T, thymine, and C, cytosine. These sentences are called genes. Genes tell the cells to make other molecules called proteins. Proteins enable a cell to perform special functions such as working with other group of cells to make hearing possible. What is a gene? Genes are instructions manuals for our bodies. They are the directions for building all the proteins that make our bodies functions. Genes are made of DNA. One strand of our DNA contains many genes. All of these genes are needed to give instructions for how to make and operate all parts of our bodies. For example, blood contains red blood cells that transport oxygen around our bodies. The cell uses a protein called hemoglobin to capture and carry the oxygen. For our 25,000 genes, only a few contain the instruction for making hemoglobin proteins. The remaining genes contain the instruction for making other parts of our bodies. Hemoglobin protein and oxygen is carried on hemoglobin protein and hemoglobin molecule. If our hemoglobin gene is normal, the hemoglobin protein works fine. But if the instructions in the gene are changed or mutated, change in the hemoglobin protein could result. One such mutation caused a disorder called sickle cell anemia. Genes contain instructions for building proteins, which are involved in all sorts of things. Hemoglobin protein is just one example. Other proteins, such as the enzyme that produces pigment in your eyes, keratin, responsible for growing hair and nails, are also produced by genes. Pigment enzymes determine the eye color, keratin growth, hair and nails. Hemoglobin molecule. What's chromosomes? Each cell in our body contains a lot of DNA. In fact, if you pulled the DNA from single human cell, stretched it out, it would be 3 meters long. That's about as long as a car. How does all DNA fit into a cell? The DNA is packaged into compact unit called chromosomes. The packaging of DNA into chromosomes is done in several steps, starting with double helix of DNA. Then the DNA is wrapped around some proteins. These proteins are packed tightly together until they form a chromosome. Chromosomes are efficient storage unit for DNA. Chromosomes. Human chromosomes. How many chromosomes does one cell hold? The correct answer to this depends on whether you are a fish or a fly or a human. Each human cell has 46 chromosomes. All DNA is organized into two sets of 23 chromosomes. We get genetic material from both of our parents. That is why children look like both their mom and dad. What can we learn from looking at our chromosomes? Look at these sets of chromosomes. You can see the matching chromosomes have been lined up in pairs, one each for mom and dad. Although the DNA double helix is too small to see, chromosomes can be viewed with microscope, as in this picture. There are two sex chromosomes that determine whether you are a male or female. In this picture, 6 chromosomes are labeled X and Y. The set of chromosomes in this picture are from the male. You can tell because female donkey have a Y chromosome. Instead, they have 2 X chromosomes. Here a male. Not all living things have 46 chromosomes like human. Mosquitoes, for instance, have 6. Onion have 16. Carp have 104.